Reckless talk. Son of a Justin. Hey, reckless talk. But I got expensive habits. Don't step in salt.
All right, Riz. Evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Don't from Kenya Gunas TV, and I'm back again with Ridge. Ridge, man, how are you? What are you telling me, man?
Yes, so once again, it's a good moment, to be here again, bringing you our view for tomorrow's game versus Everton, and for that, Man U lost, so we are happy. Now, knowledge in a flow, we have a lot of football knowledge right now that we want to talk more about in the Everton game.
Yeah, anyway, man, speaking of Man United, man, they're just beaten by Brighton, so I'm still actually enjoying Man United tears. Cheers, man.
Harry Maguire.
There's no Maguire to blame this time, by the way. Nobody can blame Maguire. The whole club, by the way, just needs to be. They just need a 360 revamp because I'm telling you, it's just rotten by there from top to bottom.
They should disband that club and everybody goes home.
Yeah, man. You see, the thing is this, man. People, even me, back in the days before actually, started analyzing football deeply. Everybody, but they'll be very quick by that, throwing tantrums and just blaming the coach. But remember, man, it's football. Like I was telling you earlier on, by the way, couple of minutes ago. Football, people take a club, but there's a corporation. Okay. So if a corporation is not functioning well, by the way, if a corporation is not functioning well, who do you blame? Do you blame the coach or do you blame the owners of the club? If a business is not doing, if a business is not doing well, yeah, exactly. If a business is not doing well, who do you blame? Do you blame the employees or do you blame the owners of the business? It's always, man. It's always us from the top.
Yes.
I bet you, man, even right now, by the way, if Ferguson was to be given the squad, if Ferguson was to go to Man United with the current ownership and the way things are right now, he'll still struggle.
He will not. Yes, that's very true. Even Pep, any coach.
Even Pep, man, any coach by the way, I'm telling you, I really pity any coach by the way that is coaching. If so happens these guys actually fire Ten Hag, any coach, even the best coaches in the world, if any coach was to go to Manu right now, they'll definitely have a rough time. These guys have had the best coaches. Van Gaal, Mourinho. Man, these guys have had the best coaches, but yeah. So it's not just a matter of people are very fast at blaming the coach, but if you understand football, if you understand actually basically how business functions, it's not just the coach, it's a corporation thing. So guys need to go slow, man. But Man U, man.
Let's keep on drinking.
Yeah, it reminds me, it reminds me of them days. Come to think of it, Wenger was a very good coach. Remember, despite the fact that we had all these troubles and the financial challenges, the guy kept us in the top four with all the financial disorganizations we had at the moment.
Wenger kept us at the top four, and he managed to make the club, be profitable, make a lot of money, and he built us the Emirates. And when he left, he might have left when we were at a very bad position, but then I believe he built something that has led to the kind of team we have become right now. With a proper stadium, with proper culture, and an identity. We are able to do projects, and that is what Mikel Arteta is doing right now. Is creating a project, and we are trusting the process. And I believe even after Arteta is gone, the manager that will come after Arteta will find it easy, to move the club to another step.
Yeah, man. Anyway, Rich, listen, we are going off topic. We're dwelling so much on this. Let's talk about now your first 11, but yeah. So I'm saying we're dwelling so much on this. The topic today, by the way, is the first 11. You guys let us know what you think in the comment section. What are your first 11? Let us know in the comment section. But for tomorrow's game, that is the Everton versus Arsenal. It's an away game at Gunderson Park. So, Ridge, tell me, what is your first 11? But for tomorrow's game, what team are you comfortable? But that what team? What? Let me know if the team that you're comfortable that you see actually getting the job done.
I'll start my first 11. Starting from between the sticks, the goalkeeper.
Hold on. Rage.
Yes.
Man, have you not eaten, Bana? Where's your energy, Bana? I know it's the evening, man. Turn up, Bana. I can't hear you, Bana. Where's the energy?
Well, anyway, let's keep on. I'll try to boost up my energy. So,
yeah,
between
man.
the sticks,
Right.
I expect David Raya to make a debut. Tomorrow's game is the game that I expect Arteta to bring on David Raya instead of Ramsdale. And then going to the back four, the right back for me, I think it will be Ben White, and that is why I want to play position. And then the left back Zinchenko, and then the centre back pair will be Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba. And moving on to the midfield.
Hold on, Rich. Let me cut you short. Actually, just before you forget, actually, Gabriel Magalhaes is not confirmed if he's going to be available or not. So chances are he won't be available. So actually, bear that in mind because he has an unknown injury. So, yeah.
Gabriel Magalhaes has an injury.
No, he picked up an injury during the international break. Yeah, so it's not really clear, but if he's going to be available. So actually, bear that in mind. He might not be available. But anyway, go ahead.
So in case he's not available, I think Arteta is going to play with Ben White and William Saliba as centre backs, and then he's going to play with Zinchenko at left back and Tomiyasu at right back.
Hold on, repeat that again. I think I lost you for a moment. You say so. Your backs. Just say your backs again.
So my preferred back four will be at the right back we have Ben White, left back we have Zinchenko. Then the centre back pair will be Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba. That is my preferred back four. But then with the absence of an unconfirmed injury for Gabriel Magalhaes, I expect this formation: right back Tomiyasu and the left back Zinchenko. And then between the sticks, the centre back pair will be Ben White and William Saliba. That is in case Gabriel Magalhaes is injured. Yeah. So you get me?
Okay. I get you.
And then moving to the midfield, Rice should play as the CDM, and we cook some rice tomorrow. So Rice as a CDM, Odegaard in the number 10 position, and I'm still torn between having Kai Havertz or Fabio Vieira, but I expect Kai Havertz to start. And I think for me, my preferred for that position will be Kai Havertz because, Everton is a very physical team and we need someone who is physical. We don't need someone who can be easily bullied. We need someone who can bully, the physical players at Everton at the middle of the park.
Yeah.
And then my front three will be, as always, right wing Bukayo Saka, left wing Gabriel Martinelli, and center forward I want to see Jesus starting instead of Eddie Nketiah in tomorrow's game.
That's really interesting, man. But anyway, I'm really surprised by that you choose Havertz over T-Bag, man. How, Bana? How? Anyway, man, it is what it is.
It's nothing personal versus T-Bag, Vieira. But man, he's not strong enough for such a game, He's a bit, he's more technical, but when it comes to physical capabilities, he's not that good. And that is why I'd choose Kai Havertz because it's going to be a physical game most.
Well,
obviously.
that's interesting. If you say that, and it's your opinion, by the that's your first 11. I'm not interrupting with that. So that's your first 11. But let me also
Mm-hmm.
now pick my first 11 by then, my preferred first 11. And then maybe now we
Mm-hmm.
can have a debate by then on that Kai Havertz position. So for me,
Mm-hmm.
between the sticks, definitely, I think I want Ramses to start. Then now, let me see. The right back, I'll start. My preferred actually by the right back would be Ben White, and then
Mm-hmm.
center backs. I think I'll definitely have Gabriel Magalas and Saliba.
Saliba.
That's my preference. But remember, by the way, we also have to allude to the fact that Gabriel Magalas is actually it's not confirmed if he's going to be available or not. Remember, he picked up an unknown injury, just like we said, by the couple of minutes ago. And then Zinchenko on the left side. Uh, if Magalas is not actually available, I think I'll have Tomiyasu on the right back, and then I'll have Ben White Saliba center back, and then Zinchenko, yeah, on the left back side. So basically, those are my backs. Okay, and then our midfield, of course, but the Rice, Odegaard. Now, for me, man,
Mm-hmm.
even by the stats have proven, by the way, man, I'm definitely choosing by the Fabio Vieira, man. I think Fabio Vieira, but is ready, man. Even if you look at there's a post actually, by there came across, by there, and actually even put it up, but on our Facebook page. You might as well check it out. Most assists in the
Mm-hmm.
Premier League so far. Remember, by the way, we have Foden, we have
Mm-hmm.
J Pro. Who's this? The West Ham
What's
guy.
proud?
I really can't. Yeah, Prowse. Then you have
Mm-hmm.
Mitoma from Brighton. Then you have
Mm-hmm.
Neto from Wolves. And then you have Fabio Vieira by the way at number 5. That is the most assists in the Premier League. So I think Fabio Vieira is actually ready. We'll get to the debate part
Mm-hmm.
by the way of Kai Havertz. But that is basically my preferred by the way. I prefer actually having Fabio Vieira
Mm-hmm.
over Kai Havertz. If Kai Havertz was to come in, maybe off off uh, off the bench. And then my forwards definitely Bukayo Saka on the right side. And then I think I'll start Jesus. I'll start Jesus but over in Ketia. I think Jesus is actually, even if you look at the game we played versus Man United, is actually quite impactful. I think I'll
Mm-hmm.
start Jesus and then maybe Nketiah maybe to come in later on because Nketiah is actually by they playing very well. Nketiah man has been playing very well. Even if you look at that, I'll actually even put these stats as well. By the way, uh, it's he's actually among the leading scorers so far this season for the games for the 4 games we've actually played. But I
Mm-hmm.
think I'm still sticking Jesus. Then maybe Nketiah to come later on, and then let me see. On the left wing, I think I'd want to start Trossard. I'd want to start Trossard of Martinelli. I feel like Martinelli. Well, he's been okay.
Mm-hmm.
Rich, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm saying, but I'll start Trossard. So basically, those are my forwards.
Eh, that Trossard point is very controversial for me because
Yeah.
how are you going to start Trossard over Martinelli in such a game? You'd rather even
Uh-huh.
say, I'd rather even have Trossard playing in that Kai Havertz role than Trossard
Uh-huh.
playing in the Martinelli because in tomorrow's game we need Martinelli to be sharp, and we need the reason why we need Martinelli in tomorrow's game is because
Mm-hmm.
down that week is able to make forward runs, dribble past the defender, the left back defender for Everton, and
Mm-hmm.
Trossard's game of play is usually dropping deep, picking the balls from deep, and then
Mm-hmm.
holding the ball in tight spaces, and we need the wingers to be at their best tomorrow, to make those runs, compared to having someone like Trossard, who is not rapid or explosive. He's a bit slow, when he's on the ball. He likes to hold the ball, dribble. But then
Mm-hmm.
in terms of making runs, the way Martinelli runs, is not that good.
Yep.
Anyway, that is me. That is my view on having Trossard playing in that left wing role. And
Okay.
then now I have a question that maybe unaweza nijibu.
Tell me.
Don't you think David Raya is ready to start for us, tumemngoja sana, ama unataka, ama you want to see him in action in the Champions League, because the Champions League actually is starting from Tuesday this week, this coming
Yeah,
week.
Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's an interesting question. When you say ready, I cannot say I'm actually ready for him to start because I haven't actually seen him play of yet for any Arsenal game. So I think probably maybe I would actually want him to actually play a Champions League game, and then maybe after that maybe I can make a decision if I'd want him to start. When you say ready, I mean how what makes you think he's ready? Because we haven't seen him actually play any game as of yet. That is with
Ready
Arsenal,
in
apart
terms,
from the training videos.
I think ready in terms of being fully integrated with the team, understanding the kind of play or the kind of tactics that Arteta has in place at the team, and then also
Okay.
ready in terms of coming in and identifying what the manager demands of him. Coming in and knowing that the time to start the ball short, the time to start the long ball, the time to drop deep near the goal, the time to be outside the box. All those things. I feel like he has had enough. But then again, venye tu umesema hapo akuje Champions League, ina make sense
Yeah.
by the way,
Yeah.
because
Yeah. So for me, yeah, I think so. It will make sense if we probably it will make sense for me, but then to say he's ready once I've seen his game, once I've seen him play for Arsenal. All right, that's when I can
but
now
I don't
confidently say,
mi
yes. Say it
sielewi,
again, Lee.
like I don't understand you. You are saying you want to see him play for an Arsenal game, in an Arsenal game, so that
Yeah.
he's ready. But then that
No,
is
no, no, no.
not.
Not to know that he's ready to probably maybe
Uh,
see his style of play, the way he's fitting. You remember, man, he's never played. So far, he's not played. I'm not having any doubts by then. I'm not having any doubts by there with David Raya. I think he's actually by there one
mhm,
of the best goalkeepers, modern goalkeepers. But I think I'd be comfortable actually seeing him play a game fast
mhm,
for me to choose him over
mhm.
Ramsdale. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Like you don't want to risk it while when you have not seen his game.
Yes, exactly. That's my point.
Yeah. I get you now.
Yeah.
Personally, I think that's valid, very valid. And
Hmm.
even though I don't agree with it, but it's valid.
Anyway,
I'd like to start,
yeah.
but nataka nimuone. I want to see him playing in the Champions League. He needs to
Hmm.
be unveiled in the Champions League. The first game we are playing in the Champions League will be versus Sevilla ama timu gani?
Mm, I'm not really sure, but
Nimesahau.
I'll have to look into the stats. But once I get the stats, but once I get it, I'll put that up by there once I get it.
So I'm saying,
Yeah.
it is a chance for us to unveil David Raya at a Champions League game.
Hmm.
Having a debut for Arsenal in the Champions League after 7 years, and then dropping a
Yeah.
masterclass. That is one hell a way to be introduced as an Arsenal player. And
Yeah.
I think Champions League will be the perfect spot for him to get a debut. Yeah, that
Mm.
will be honest.
Yeah. So anyway, I have a question for you as well. Uh,
Mhm.
why? Okay, you try to defend it a bit, but then maybe part of me also just disagrees with you when you say you'd actually want Havertz to start over
Mhm.
Fabio Vieira. Why? Why?
Well, as I said earlier,
Yeah.
tomorrow's game is going to be physical. and a lot of it's going to be a deep block game. What
Right.
Everton, what Sean Dyche, the way Sean Dyche usually sets up Everton against a team like us is everybody stays at the back. They play with a back five,
Mm-hmm.
so 5-3-2 formation basically. 5-3-2,
Mm-hmm.
five defenders, three midfielders, and two strikers. And that formation is a bit, stale, but it tends to work for them. You remember last season they played that formation 5-3-2. They won the
Mm-hmm.
game 1-0, via a set piece, a corner.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the way he's going to do. He's going to Akaze, Numa, and then try to make use of the 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 set pieces they get. And now coming to Kai Havertz, Kai Havertz
Mm-hmm.
is a good player in such kind of games. In a game where you will be dominating the midfield, you need someone like Kai Havertz, because he's a bit physical in terms of winning duels, pushing other players, and even when you put in crosses from the wing, you expect like someone like Kai Havertz to be there, to head the ball. And in
Yeah.
that game, every cross that you put in the box should count, because if you don't score in crosses in corners versus a team like Everton, then they will get you. It will be very hard to play through them. So we need
Okay.
a guy who is capable in terms of aerial duels, headers, and Kai Havertz for me is a better choice than compared to Fabio Vieira.
So in simple terms, by there for you is the physicality be part of it, yeah?
Yeah, the physicality part of it is my motivating factor to have Kai Havertz tomorrow starting.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, man, that's your opinion. It is what it is. Actually, just
Mhm.
I came across I was actually just looking this up by the first game for the first Champions League game we have is versus PSV. This Wednesday.
Yes. uh
PSV. Yeah.
That is not going
So
to be
that
an easy game.
yeah, most definitely it's not going to be an easy game. So
But then
looking
it
at the
can also
Champions
be.
League,
Mhm. Looking at the
looking at the
Champions
Champions
League.
League, looking at the Champions League. How do we say this? Champions League. Our group. Uh,
Uh-huh.
you can say it's easy, but at the same time, it's not easy. It's not easy by the way people think. By the way people think it's easy, because man, a team
It's the
like Sevilla,
Champions
man,
League.
yeah, that is the Champions League. So like I think each and every game needs to be treated with the utmost seriousness. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Arteta needs to approach this game. I don't want to just fall out. We need to at least by the challenge. You know,
You know,
because you have a very
you
good
know, you know,
squad.
there's something that is a bit worrying for me in terms of the Champions League. I
Yeah.
believe we have a good squad, but then do you really think the players, our second team players, the likes of Fabio Vieira and
Mm-hmm.
Mo El Neni, the likes of actually Mo El Neni from away from the
Cedric.
list. Hata ukitoa Cedric kwa nini kwa hiyo list, hebu fikiria there is Smith Rowe, there is
Mm-hmm.
Fabio Vieira, there is who is this guy mwenye anakwanga kwa bench sana, Reece Nelson, those kinds of players.
Business.
Do you think
Yeah.
do you think there are people who can go all the way in a Champions League run and win the Champions League? No. And that
No.
is now
Yeah.
where my problem is. Someone like
Mm-hmm.
Declan Rice is going to probably work a lot. Well, it's a
Mm-hmm.
good thing we have Jorginho, by the way, because Jorginho is going to get a lot of minutes in the Champions League. Same, I think,
Mm-hmm.
similar to Leo Trossard, and then the same to Reece Nelson. Those are guys who are going to benefit from the Champions League, get a lot of minutes. You saw what happened with Bukayo Saka, Sindio? Bukayo Saka, by the
Mm-hmm.
way, might have an injury. He's been playing with an injury for a while now.
No.
Sijui kama umeona hiyo.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually even put it up on Facebook. He's been having a nagging Achilles injury, but
Mhm.
it's from what I read yesterday. It's one of those things that he's just saying. It's just one of those, best way to say this, just one of those injuries, those minute injuries that any player but they can have. So, but it's something, it's something that it's something to probably maybe put into consideration, because even looking at the way he, at times by they just stands off. I think he
Mhm.
just needs to go for a surgery, but then just get it sorted out by the once and for all.
And something else I think is that Bukayo Saka needs to be rested a lot more. Reece Nelson should
Yeah,
get a lot of minutes. I don't want to see Bukayo Saka playing in the Champions League or for
yeah.
90 minutes. I only want to see Bukayo Saka playing off of the bench in the Champions League. Let's say coming on at the 70th minute, 75th minute. Reece Nelson should be starting the Champions League a lot. Same to Fabio Vieira, and
Mm.
yeah, that's us basically going too deep in the Champions League. Something that we should, I think, talk about on Tuesday. On Tuesday, we have to talk about the Champions League, man.
Yeah, man, we actually off topic, but the topic today was the first 11. But anyway, man, it is what it is. At times, these
Uh-huh.
conversations when they become very, very, very interesting. Yeah, man.
Uh-huh.
So, hey, it's quite late by day. I think I've not even had supper. I'm actually getting tired.
Uh,
Still need to edit this video. So, man,
mhm.
I think I'd want to end it here, unless you have any
Yeah,
other
that's all.
question.
We have a lot to talk about, but if we start talking, we won't keep quiet. So I think we should end it here today. But
Yeah.
then watch out, we'll be here, talking about more football, live streaming, and bantering Manchester United will not end until until siku watashinda kitu. Yeah, man.
Well, anyway, Rich, man. Let me end this here. So I think I'll be seeing you in the next one. So guys, in the comment section, by the let us know what you think. By the let us know of your first 11 for tomorrow's game. Let us know if you'd want to start Fabio Vieira over Kai Havertz or vice versa, and
Mhm.
let us know as well. But if you'd want Martinelli over Trossard as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So anyway, Rich, man, thank you for pulling up. Let me end this here, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners, man. Cheers, bro.
All right, cheers, man.